Welcome YouTube viewer, thanks for checking out the channel. We're going to give you some daily news here in the cryptocurrency space, and we're also going to take a look at some charts afterwards. So I'm going to jump right in here to the first news story, and that is with good old BitConnect. They're getting a class action lawsuit filed against them, and this is being led by 6 users who collectively lost about $771,000. Now, it's not just on their behalf, but as also for anyone who lost money in the platform. So, not really sure who they're going after in this case, being as the founders are not known. So it may be interesting that we actually, I don't know if this actually develops and maybe see who was behind this whole thing. Again, I'm not sure how that plays out. It may just go nowhere. So for these guys who had this money in there, I hope the best for them. Next story here is coming out of Tennessee, and Tennessee is basically in conjunction with 2 other bits of legislation that was recently filed in Florida and Nebraska. Basically, they are pushing to use blockchain signatures as legal electronics records. So, getting more push for the use of the technology, not necessarily cryptocurrency, but the blockchain technology, and using it as a signature that is secured through blockchain technology is considered to be an electronic form and to be an electronic signature. So that could have a lot of applications, using this verified ledger as a way of, approving legal documents and things of that nature. So pretty interesting development there, and looks like a few states are on board, and I expect that to kind of continue to develop, and just again for the technology to continue to get adoption, in these different kind of manners. So that's good news, I think. South Korea, they have developed a task force to keep an eye on their exchanges for cryptocurrencies. This is coming on some news here that the President Moon Jae is basically his approval rating has hit an all-time low of 60%, kind of based upon over the criticisms over what happened with the insider trading from their officials and basically showing negligence. So this is good for the little guy, basically making sure that the playing field is kept even, and that you don't have people taking advantage and abusing the system over there with their information. So again, more positive developments coming out of South Korea, getting away from the idea of a ban and more into the regulation and rules being put in place to protect people from really getting hurt financially over there. So good news coming out of there. Now, another story here, we see some pretty good news for Stellar Lumens, not so good news for Ethereum. Basically, we had a story just yesterday about how Stellar is going to be, it potentially maybe used to replace Bitcoin even in Stripe's payment processing system, because they're dropping Bitcoin, saying it's too slow and so it's a little bit expensive to process. So similar story going on here with the Mobius network, saying that they're choosing Stellar over Ethereum because of similar problems. Ethereum's just not scalable. It's slow. It's costing too much, and they feel like they've really found something, kind of overlooked here in Stellar Lumens. So, there's some trade-offs. They say that while Stellar Lumens is not Turing complete as Ethereum is, they say it's worth the trade-off when you consider the costs included, and we can see that stated. I believe that is right around. Let's see here. Yeah, they're saying basically Mobius is happy for that trade-off of not being Turing complete in exchange for vastly faster and cheaper transactions. Now, Turing complete, I'm not 100% sure on what this is. I have looked up a little definition here we can take a quick look at. And so Turing completeness and decidability, basically if we come down here to kind of summarize it in simple terms, it can simulate a computer and is said to be the most expressive. Bitcoin is not Turing complete, as it provides a very simple mechanism for distributing money. Ethereum, the so-called world computer, allows rules to be written in a way that can be expressed by code and enables smart contracts. Here's an example. Your alcoholic mother-in-law is down a fifth of vodka and is detected by a breathalyzer in her car. So her keys stop working as soon as the car is parked and her car insurance costs rise concurrently. So it's kind of like a feedback loop system that can complete itself. So while Lumens doesn't have that, advantage enabled on its technology, this company Mobis, they're more or less worried about quick and cheap transactions for their needs, where they don't feel Ethereum is really going to be able to meet those needs soon enough. Even though Ethereum is making strides to do that, they feel that Lumens is already there. They have some other good things like multi-signature wallets and things that just makes it easier for the developers for their needs. So again, not so good news for the current state of Ethereum, and some impressive news here for Lumens, where it's really getting a lot of backing by several different projects right now. So, and then last story here we'll take a look at. I think this is a pretty big bit of news here. We have Robinhood, which is the kind of a newer platform in the stock world that came on in the scene a few years ago, but really known for no fee trading. And where in stocks you have anywhere from 3 to 5, and higher per trade. Robinhood, provides a way to provides a way to trade stocks at no cost. Now they have some, add-on platform that they do upsell you to if you would like certain features, but essentially they're going to be adding Bitcoin and Ethereum trading onto their platform. So generally this should just, again, bring another audience into the realm and even more traders, and just again further kind of broadening the awareness of the cryptocurrencies. So they say here we view entering crypto as a way to extend our user base and build our brand. So I'm not sure if we're going to really see an immediate impact from them, but just the way a coin goes on a new exchange, we're basically getting a lot more users to access these two coins. Now it's the bigger coins, of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin, but again, there's more awareness coming. So right now it's just those two coins. You will be able to, have up to 16 different cryptocurrencies on your watch list, and use their charting software with it to monitor. And there may be other coins added in time, but there's no immediate plans for that. So also they're not planning on any kind of futures options right now. They're just, as you see here, they're just focusing on the coins themselves. So still pretty interesting that Robinhood is adding that support to their platform and should bring in more users. Now I'm going to jump over to the chart real quick, just a quick review here. And basically, from yesterday, not a ton of change. Markets kind of, sitting in the same area. We've had some really good action overnight still from Steam, and Lumens did okay. Not quite as powerful of a move, but Steam has really had a nice increase from the last video we did. Now it's trading up to $6.40. It was as high as I think $6.80 recently. So it got a really good rating from this recent news rating service that kind of did a rundown of all the coins. I think Steam got a pretty good grade there, maybe helping that out. But the main focus here is in Bitcoin that we want to take a look at and just kind of review what's going on there. I apologize, this computer being a little slow right now. But just to kind of recap where we are, we're still kind of building this hammer, and it's actually looking, more and more better. To get this hammer to confirm, we're going to have to see how next week kind of plays out. And really the goal that we want to see is kind of getting above the top of that wick there. If we can get that action, then we may be having a little turnaround here in the trend. So still watching that, still watching for possible dip down back here to the average, and even testing, and could break that. As we kind of said on the last video, anything is possible. So the week's not over. Still have a few days left in the week. Just watching this candle here closely, but as of now, the way that it's shaping up, it looks to be trying to do a little reversal here. So that should be interesting. Anyhow, guys, I want to thank you for checking out the daily news here in cryptocurrency. Let us know what else you'd like to see us bring here on the channel. Let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Any thumbs up or thumbs down, we appreciate it. We want to know what we need to do here to make this a better experience for you guys. Leave comments. Get engaged, bring up the conversation, that things that you guys would like to discuss, and again, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notifications, all the good stuff. Help us grow here, and we hope to see you on the next video.